What up? Hey guys, how's it going? So, like most of you, if you're watching the videos, know that I did not do well on my 31 horror movies in 31 days, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna still cover the majority of the decades. Come on now, you should know me better than that. I'll get things done. Okay? So we're skipping my third movie, which would be Nightmare on Elm Street. Basically what you need to know is throughout the 80s and 90s, the slasher films are all about teens having sex and killing them. That is the majority of the theme, because premarital sex is bad. Glad we got that covered. Okay, that's what the movies are saying. To each their own on their own opinion on that. So now we're in 1987, and I just watched the movie. Sorry, these burns, I swear. Okay, just watched the movie Hellraiser. Way better than Cannibal Holocaust. I think most movies I'm gonna choose now are gonna be 10, 20, 30 times better. But first, historical context. Basically what I found is there's not a whole lot going on in 1987. There's some people I know that were born in 87. That's all I can tell you. Just kidding. There was a rare earthquake that happened in the Midwest in Canada, like 5 on the Richter scale. That's how strong it was. I know what I'm talking about. I live in California. I should know what I'm talking about. What else is going on? There's probably like a lot more happening, I don't know, politically maybe. Sorry, I just have flyaways in my face and I can't handle it because I got the fan on me that's blowing them and I just... Okay. Guess what, guys? It's in 87. The stock market crashes again. Oh, those good old Reagan years. It crashes not as bad as obviously the Great Depression, or else we would have known it. I feel like we would have, I don't know, felt those repercussions. Oh, wait, we are. But, where was I going with this? It dropped 22.6%. And obviously, we're not the only ones that felt this. Hong Kong really felt it with like 40.6%. No, 50-something. Their market is tied to ours, so when ours gets affected, theirs gets drastically affected. That's all I'm trying to say here. One of our military aircraft carriers was attacked. I believe it was an aircraft carrier. I forgot the name already, but it killed 37 soldiers, so that's depressing. And what was the other thing? Oh, after years and years and years of research, the new drug AZT is now being used to treat AIDS. So, kudos to that. Glad we found something out, to be honest. Let's be real. That's good. That's a good thing. Good thing. Speaking of blood, Hellraiser. This movie is a little confusing. It's a little confusing to who exactly is the Hellraiser. Okay? So the story starts as you see this guy buy this weird looking box from what appears to be a middle-aged Asian dude. And then you see him, the next thing you see him, he's got candles all around him in a square, and he opens up the box, and then he dies. He basically gets like hooks in him and just ripped apart. like move forward, and this couple, again, apparently I just don't pay attention to names. You know, it gets annoying that I can't say names, but there's only one name I know, and it's the guy's daughter, Kirsty, but that's because her name is the one that's been said, like, numerous times. But, this guy's wife is just like, she hates moving, she's in a mood, I don't know what her deal is, or whatever, but, so while they're in the midst of moving, the husband, like, severely injures himself, like, gets his hand caught on a nail, and like this part right here gets just ripped by this nail. And so he runs up to the attic where she is. That's me running. Okay, he's running to the attic, and he's like, you know how I deal with blood. Should not be reenacting any of this, but I'm in such a better mood this morning or afternoon. What is it? It's 2:50. It's the afternoon. I've been awake for a while, so don't think I just woke up like, I'm gonna watch Hellraiser. No. Back to the point. So he's, I'm bleeding, and she's like, we gotta get you to the hospital, stitches. Well, his blood has just been like pulling down on the floor, and the floor sucks it up, and all of a sudden you see like this weird thing emerge where it's like bones are coming out of it, and like a brain is forming, and this bone is like next to the brain, and it's like, what is happening? What is this? You can see that one flyaway. Get out of here. Okay, so they have like a little dinner party, like, yay, we're back in the neighborhood, I guess. And this lady is just not feeling it. She's like, you know what? Screw, you know, like, I don't want to be a part of this dinner party anymore. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. But she goes up to that room and notices that this, like, thing is just crawling around, and it reveals that he is Frank. Frank is the husband's brother, who she had an affair with. That's all you need to know. And apparently she really loved Frank and whatever he was doing in the bedroom, because what is bringing him back to life is blood. And she's like, I could get you blood. I know I said I would help you in any way, so I kind of have to keep my promise here. So she basically lures men from the bar back to her house and takes a hammer, kills them, and then Frank goes and just like devours them, takes their organs, their nerves, their blood vessels, everything to reanimate himself, because he basically died, but the blood is making him live again, so he needs more blood. Where am I going with this? Kirsty, the husband's daughter, obviously the husband's wife is Kirsty's stepmom. Just kind of noticed she's not, you know, like acting weird and stuff. She's got like a new boyfriend. I'm assuming boyfriend. They made out by the subway, so I'm assuming that means they're dating. I guess it's a bad assumption. It is an 80s movie, so we're gonna assume that they're dating now. And she notices one day that her stepmom has lured a man to the house, you know, and she's just like, that's not okay. So she goes and sees that this man grasping for life, and of course Frank pulls him back, and then she finally sees that her uncle's kind of like, at this point he's like, he's a man, he's got like clothes on, but he's like, he's just like all bloody muscle showing. I don't know why I had to do that to show it, but you know, like, it's just disgusting, really. Where am I going with this? Oh, so then she like takes this box from him and was like, I'm taking this. And he's like, no! And she takes it, she kind of like freaks out, passes out, ends up in the hospital, but then she opens up the box, and then xenonoids, I think is what they're called, Some people call us demons, some call us angels. And basically, they promote pain and pleasure at the same time, and she's terrified of them. So she basically is like, hey, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Frank is alive. And they're like, we won't believe it till we see it. And she's like, alright, I'll show you. So she goes to, like, she wants to go make sure her dad's okay. And of course her stepmom's there, like, all creepy, like, what are you doing here, honey? Sure, you can come in. And this is right after after Frank kills her dad and is wearing his skin. Like, this is the only part that bothered me, is like, he's wearing his skin, right? And you can see his hairline's bloody and stuff, and she's still like hugging him like, oh my god, Dad, you're okay. I'm like, look at his hairline. It is bloody. What is wrong with you? You should be noticed, I guess. Then she realizes that the guy she thought was her dad is Frank, and then, you know, basically, stepmom dies by Frank. He gives zero craps about that. He tries to kill her, but then the Xenonoids show up, and he's freaked out, and of course the Xenonoids kill him, and they still want to kill Kirsty, but then she kills them by putting the box together. And it starts all over again, because this weird homeless dude's been stalking her, and he takes the box, turns into like this like bony dragon thing, flies off into the distance, and I'm pretty sure he's the Asian dude, because at the very end you see him all like, so you want to experience pleasure. Like, I don't know. This movie is good. It promotes that whole, more gore the better. So I don't promote that, but that's kind of the 80s thing. The bloodier the better. The more gore, the more blood, the more sex. Everything is better. Which is not, but, my favorite line in this movie. So, the stepmom kills her first person. And she's kind of freaked out. Like, I think she, like, it's that moment where she realized she kind of likes it, and it's weirding her out. So her husband comes home, and she's in the bathroom, and he's all like, he's like trying to get her to come out. She's like, I'm not feeling well. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, can I get you something? And she's like, a brandy. First of all, that husband should know better, because if she's not feeling well, the last thing that she needs is a brandy. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. This movie was good. I'd recommend you watch it. It is a classic 80s kind of film, you know. Not very it's kind of slasher, I don't think so. But what you'll see in the 80s is 80s comes back to that whole like 30s and 50s feel where it's about the monsters. The monsters are coming to get you. And the only reason why it's like, I'm not sure who technically is Hellraiser, because it's like, yeah, sure, you got Hellraiser with Pinhead, is actually his name. You know, he's got pins all in his hand. You got the guy with the sunglasses, he's got like 15 chins going on. You got this other guy where he's all teeth. He's just all teeth. And then there's another guy, he's got like this wire thing and his vocal cords are trying like, ah. Anyways, like, great Halloween costumes if you're looking for one. But it's just like, I don't know, it's an 80s movie. It was entertaining to say the least. So that's it for this video. Stay tuned, because I have a great movie for my next video. I'm not going to share it, because it's going off my list. It's actually not like, by going off my list, I'm not saying I'm choosing it from my list. I mean, I'm like, not doing it from my list. If that makes sense. Until then, friends, go watch Hellraiser. It's on Netflix.